We are joined today by Tracy Bowman. She's involved with the University of Manitoba, and we're going to get around to that in just a little bit. But first of all, you have been training your entire life. You have been an avid runner, for basically your entire life as well. And one thing that you absolutely love is the Manitoba Marathon. Tell us a little bit about where your joy for running started.
I've been running since I was a teenager, probably 13 or 14 years old. I started running track and field and cross country in junior high and then continued in high school. I also ran with the Bisons when I was a student at the University of Manitoba. And so my start with the Manitoba Marathon, I started with the relay. So it was myself and four other teammates from our track and field team and maybe a teacher. So I ran a leg of the relay a few times. And then I discovered, if I was the first runner, I could do a longer distance. I could do the half marathon. So then I decided to start running the half marathon, which is the distance I'll be running on Sunday. And it's my usual distance, but I have run the full marathon, but that takes a lot of training. So I that would be maybe a plan for another year, but the half marathon is very much a doable distance for me. But it was actually my dad who got me into running. He was a runner all my life. Now he walks as he's in his 80s, but I hope I can be running for as long as I can.
What is it about the Manitoba Marathon that you love so much?
Manitoba Marathon is such a wonderful community event. I love seeing all the people that are standing and watching their loved ones on the side. The funnier the sign, the better. The more cowbells, the better. And it is one of those events that you really do see, people from everywhere come out and cheer on their loved ones. I think there's also something special about it being on Father's Day, and
Mm.
especially when I see the dads lining up on the sides with their kids cheering on their wives. There's something special about that too, and it's just sort of the time of year. It's sort of the pinnacle and of your running, of the running year in a way, right? People have been training for a long time to get to that, and it's such a wonderful. It's the spirit of Manitoba. I really do feel that it's just it epitomizes what this province is all about.
This is a very special year for you as well. You have your son joining you. Share a little bit about that.
Yeah, my 17-year-old son is running the Manitoba Marathon with me. So when I say with me, I mean he'll be far further ahead of me. He's far faster than me. So we won't be running together. But my son has run a few half marathons, but never the Manitoba Marathon. So I'm excited for him to participate in that. He does run cross country and track with school and with the club. And so he's really looking forward to it as well. He's been training for it and will be running with a friend. But it'll be really nice to be at the start and the finish line with him for this race.
Would you like to see the tradition continued?
Absolutely. That would be amazing. Yes, exactly. Yeah, so he's really looking forward to it. Getting up early, that will be the tricky part. Getting there to make sure we're starting at 7 a.m. But yeah, that it's going to be pretty special this Sunday.
And is the rest of the family on board to come down and watch you as well?
Well, hopefully, hopefully, or see us along the route. I think actually that's a better spot, and I encourage people to do that because it may be tricky to get to the start of the finish line. And so, really, we need, as I was saying, we need people cheering us along all along the route. And so that's sometimes maybe a better spot to be. And I see people who actually they're in many spots along the route. I see the same people with their signs and their cheering. So that is strongly encouraged as well.
Now, earlier we said that you are involved with the University of Manitoba. The University of Manitoba sponsored this event. Tell us a little bit more about how the university is involved in all of this.
Well, we are a first-time sponsor of this event. We're sponsoring the bike valet and the Bison shuttle. And so what that means is we are getting you to the center of it all where the race begins and ends. And so if you're choosing the park and ride, we're sponsoring the bus to get you to campus to start the race, as well as the bike valet. And then if you're a runner with the relay, same thing. You can jump on a bus at the end of your relay leg, and we'll get you to the university as well. So we're really excited to be part of this. It makes so much sense, from a sustainability point of view. That's a really important priority for the University of Manitoba for us. And because it's on our Fort Garry campus, we feel very strongly that we should be connected with the Manitoba Marathon and support our community in this way.
I also hear there's a little bit of ice cream involved.
There is. Great point. So the Dairy Club, which is through our Faculty of Agriculture and Food Sciences, they make the most incredible ice cream. And for the first 1,200 racers who cross the finish line, we'll have a place set up on the concourse of Princess Auto Stadium, and you can grab your ice cream there. So that will be exciting. And Billy the Bison will also be there to give you high fives as you cross the finish line. So you won't want to miss that either.
Do you have a time you want to finish in?
Well, definitely under 2 hours. So that's my goal. I'm not as fast as I used to be, but that's my goal this year. My son though will be coming in under an hour and a half. So
Wow.
his goal is 125. He's run it in a 129, but yeah, he's hoping 124, 125. So yeah, I'm crossing my fingers for him for that.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for making time for us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you.